Hi all, Shovik this side. So today I am gonna make a project on Lambda functions, Lambda serverless functions with AWS SQS and SES. What is SQS? A queuing system provided by the AWS cloud and simple email service. Also the SES. I used here the Python script to make a Lambda functions. While customer trigger an email, so that email template will be sent to the customer and it will generate log to the CloudWatch. So I make a list of couple of projects. I mean 10 to 15 projects. These all are the mid-level and major projects, not kind of a full long 2 to 3 hours tutorials, but this project is very much important nowadays for DevOps interviews because this concept should be clear, and for a 3 years to couple of 8 years, I mean mid-range to senior level experience DevOps guys need this knowledge pretty much. For experience level of interviews, you have to, I mean, if you done this project or if you check the GitHub repo, I have up this project in my repository. You have check out the repo. You also be clear concept because interviewer asks the questions from here and depth level. Those are the segment. So I gist those features and try to involve all those features in my current project and upcoming project. So what the thing is that concept behind this is the AWS account. We should create infrastructure with Terraform, and this is the provider. We will check as per module basis, create Terraform code variables.tf terraform.tf first. Here we give the input variables values, and here is SQS, then Amazon SQS queue, and then will be outputs. So I am use Windows. Within that I am using WSLS. So let's go to the folder first. The project I have made, that is customer email with SQS, and open this project into VS Code. So if you're using Windows or WSL, whatever the thing is, that you make a directory with this, and then this is the structure. You can say this is the folder structure. Okay, first of all, Lambda file. There three folders are there: Lambda, script, Terraform. I want to see you the tree architecture to the console and tree. This is the project architecture. Okay, lambda.zip file created later, but main file is lambda functions requirement text and zip.sh. Then script for the send message template, and this is all the Terraform module here. There is three file in every module: outputs, provider, and the variables. Then we created the state file. I mean state file. When we apply it, it's created. Then TF vars important, SES, SQS, IAM users for the role, and Lambda functions. So I will guide you from the very basics. When you go to the Terraform file, so close all those files. Okay. First of all, what to do? First, you can create the provider. This is the provider. I am using here the required versions 1.5 and Hasik of AWS Terraform. Here, create AWS region as a variable. And what are the variables I have declared? The vars.tf, I mean variables.tf file. Here you can say the AWS region type string, project name. This is the type string. So this variable's value, actual key value pair, where we declare .tf vars file. So terraform.tf vars file, here I have declared the value. AWS region, AP South 1 I have used, project name. This is the my project name. After that, I have created the Terraform init, then Terraform apply. First, you have to create the, you have to go to the Terraform folder. Okay. Then Terraform init. I have completed the project. That's why again I am running those command to check in Terraform init. Then Terraform plan to validate that, and then Terraform apply. Once applied the things, you can see the SQS have generated. I mean, these are the services SQS have generated. Here will be the SQS. You can check. Let me open to the directory. So yeah, this is the root SQS queue. Okay, this is the root directory. So here you can check the URL and outputs.tf. If I go to the outputs.tf, what you can see in the outputs.tf, they have the DLQ. These are the later on. I mean, this is the first queue URL, queue ARN, and queue name. These three things it should return. And after that, I created a module created a IAM users to access that IAM role. And this is the variable project name / lambda role. These are the dynamically called this parameter. And then AWS IAM policy, I have to role policy attachment to give the lambda functions access for which one. This is called also a trust policy. So suppose there is no human, and the as lambda is serverless, we know, so there is no manual job, right? So we have to attach this policy lambda SQS so that it assume that lambda has short-lived credentials, will generate or get access a short-lived credentials, and then it assume that it has to be the right to access that SQS or trigger that lambda function. So lambda has the authority after attach the policy or trust policy, has that access, and it can trigger the SQS functions. Okay, and here you can check that this is the lambda where the lambda functions. Just a minute, lambda.tf. There is the lambda.tf. So I have gone through this SQS trigger. Okay. Then another things is happened here. What is this? That is for, you can check here the SES.tf, SQS.tf. Okay. This is the SQS.tf. Where is it? So basically in this SQS.tf, I have to declare the email project file name and details, and then again outputs.tf, I have to use the DLQ URL. What is DLQ? So this is basically a deadlock queue. While suppose a message is not sent and lambda continue crashes or fail to send this SMS, fail to send the email, so that queue should not be affect on the main queue. So main queue remain healthy, and this queue should go to the for some judgment or for some investigation. So there is a separate queue will be generated, and after write these three outputs file and attach that policy, you have to create Terraform apply, and then another queue will be generated. So this is the TL queue. This is the deadlock queue. Okay, here is one message available. You can check. So if one message is undelivered, it goes to the waiting, and continuously crashes or continuously undelivered, it goes for the investigation and store into this queue, this deadlock queue. Okay. After that, you have to create the lambda functions. Here you can check the lambda functions. I have used the JSON Boto3, import these two libraries and created a functions, and template also I have manually import here, but it's not recommended because here should be create another template file, but for testing purpose I have created here, and also mail ID verifications here. And obviously one part you should do, first of all you have to go to the SES services, simple email services, and here you can go to the identities, configurations, identities. Here you can see my email, because which email you want to test, so these emails should be to the identity and verified. So a verified link will be sent to your email, and then you can click on that link. After that, it will be verified. So that email you should put here, and then you can again Terraform apply, and after that SQS, go to the SQS file for the simple queue services. You have to go here, and then second one, main queue, you can check here the send and receive message. Send and receive message here, and you can put a file like this. I have created the demo JSONs. These dummy JSONs you can put here. Okay, name, email, order ID, these things, and send message. After that, you can check the your message has been sent, is ready to be received. Okay, then you should go to the CloudWatch to check the logs. You can check the logs here. Go for the dashboards, or you can directly go to the metrics also. This doesn't matter. Then you can go for the log management. Okay, in log management, you can check a log has been generated. 3 logs has been generated. So this is the current log. After that, report this, duration this, build duration this. So here you can see the start request ID and end request ID. So message, what is this? So retry attempts 0. You have to check that message. Response data, request ID this, 200, HTTP headers this. So it looks successful. I got the HTTP status code 200. We know 200 is successful. So yeah, this is the total project architecture and functionality. It's very important for DevOps role or SRE role, or clear concept with the SQS and Lambda functions and Python automations. So this is a Python automation project which you can clear the 3 points basically. First of all, SQS, then SES services, then CloudWatch Python automation you have to clear. Then Lambda functions, Lambda serverless architecture. Okay, and most important point after that, you can clear the Boto 3 also. Boto 3 Python you have used. So these are the point covered here in this project. Okay. Yeah, after that, you have used the Terraform module or Terraform infrastructure. I see infrastructure as a code. And the 2 more interview questions here. First, what is DLQ? You have to know. And what is trust policy? Okay. That was trust policy. So DLQ and trust policy, the 2 are most important questions. And let's go to my GitHub profile. This is my GitHub profile, and you have to go for the customer email SQS Lambda database. This is the GitHub repo. I will attach this repository link, GitHub link, into descriptions. You can check out this repo and fork this also, and go through the readme.md file, please. Here, all the directories, all the architecture and step-by-step guidance I have created here. What are the prerequisites, what are the deployment steps, how can I clone and initialize the project. So it's very helpful for any DevOps guide. You can check out this, and here also you can connect with me. If any feedback, any valuable feedback, pros and cons, if any suggestions you have, guys, you please suggest me in the comment sections. And if it helps you really, so you can hit like and subscribe of this video. Thank you very much.